Hey guys, what's going on? In this tutorial I'm going to show you guys how to do box transitions just like this, where I have the box sliding to the left with the clip on it, and also I'm going to show you guys how to do this sort of VHS box layer that I have right here. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright guys, so the first step of doing the box is figuring out how big you want the box to be. For me, I have a plugin called Grid Guide, and I want my box to be, I'm probably going to have it come on the side of the screen, so I'm just going to make it half the screen. So I'm going to use a grid like this that splits my screen into half, and then what I'm going to do is take the pen tool, keep it on fill, and make sure there's no stroke, and all I'm going to do is just mark out the length that I want the box to be. It's going to be like this, and then go down to this corner. And the reason I'm using this grid is just to make sure that I'm cutting the screen perfectly in half, just like this. Now that I have this blue solid, it doesn't matter what color it is, by the way, I'm going to take it here. Make sure that your clip is in a pre-comp, and then I'm going to copy this solid. I'm going to put it into this pre-comp that I have, and then I'm going to take the clip, make sure that is beneath the solid, and change the track matte to alpha matte. And what this is doing is applying the clip onto the shape layer. And now all I'm going to do is use my position to reposition the clip where I want it to be. So for me, all I'm going to do is have the box slide on to the screen. So I'm just going to have a scale out here on this clip, like so. Put it to 200, scale it out, and then once it scales out, I'm going to have the clip slide to the left, like this, just a little bit. And you can add motion tile or rapid tile. So you don't necessarily need it because you shouldn't be showing motion tile anyways. Do that, and then what you're going to do, I can get rid of this grid guide because we don't need it right now, is all you're going to do is just position this. So you want this point, this is where you want it to end. So you're going to drag this keyframe there, and then you're just going to drag this off of the screen, like so, and then add the same graph. It's going to look like that. So that's how I do the box transition. And if you want to do like borders on it, this is why I like this method as well. If you're going to do borders, all you have to do is duplicate the shape layer that you had originally, turn it on because it turns off when you're doing the alpha matte, and then you're just going to take fill off like this and add a stroke like this, and then make it whatever you want. I'll make it 8. And then now you have the perfect dimension of the box, since it's literally the same box just with a stroke. So now you have like the borders on it, just like that. And then say if I wanted to transition into the next scene, I can just make a null like this, parent both of these clips to the null. And for this, I made sure that I have black bars come up high enough so that I can position this to go down, and I can use all the way into here on this black bar because you won't see any motion tile. So use it just like this, and then you can have it slide down into the next clip however you want. I'll just do this for the sake of the tutorial, add a graph onto it, and boom, that's how you do the box. Now there is other ways that I've done boxes in the past. Another method that you can do is you can add a black solid like this, and then you press Q on your keyboard until you get the rounded rectangle, or you can do no rounded, but for me I like to do rounded. You can either have a box in the middle like this, which will, if you hold shift, it'll make it like a perfect box, or you can have it more like a rectangle. For me, I'm going to do a rectangle, but I need to take the stroke off and add a fill, doesn't matter the color again. And then I'm just going to make a box something like this, and then to center it, you press Control Alt Home to center the anchor point, Control Home to center the shape itself. Put it above the black solid. I'm just going to trim it to where I need it to be, like that. And then take the solid and put this on alpha inverted matte. And what it's going to do is take the shape layer and cut out through the solid. Now I'm going to turn the black solid off so that you can actually see it. And then the way, if you wanted to animate it, which let me add rep tile, I know it's going to be motion tile, but it's because I have that Y position, I can just take it off for now. Put this back to normal. And then what you're going to do is if you want to animate it, you can scale it out like this and then have it scale in back to whatever size you want. So this is what I want. Boom, do it like that. And then that was what it would look like animated. So those are just like 2 methods that you can do for ways to animate your stuff. But I mean, it's really like all up to the ideas that you can come up with and create. This is one that I like to do a lot. It just, I think, is really unique and not a lot of people can do it or know how to do it. So I feel like it can add a really nice touch to your edit. So thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, peace out, guys.